Awesome. So happy Thursday, everyone. I cannot believe it's almost July. The time is going by so fast. And I don't know about you, but it is hard to keep up, which is another reason why I absolutely love these Transformation Thursday calls because it is a rhythmic check in where we can just reset and focus on what's important to us. And our health is definitely one of those priorities. So I'm so grateful to have you all here. So whether you have your camera on or off, I totally appreciate your support. And if you want, you could drop in the comments where you guys are logging in from today. That'd be kind of fun. I know I'm here in Southwest Florida. I have a few other sisters from Southwest Florida in the area too. So super fun to connect from all over the globe. I love that. So this is one of my favorite Zooms. I said it before and I'll say it again. I'll probably say it every week, but because this is one of my favorite programs. And I love hearing from you guys and I love the community energy. And again, just that opportunity to check back in and reset and say, wow, it's Thursday again. And so we can stay on pace together because life will keep lifing. And it's really good to have that moment to check in. So whether you're new to this journey or you've been doing it for a long time, again, welcome. And first, I'll just take a minute to kind of introduce myself. So my name's Nicole, and I come to you as a mother and a wife, and I'm a homeschooler and a homesteader and a sister, really on a mission to bridge the gap between health and nature and wealth. So, I grew up on the outskirts of New Orleans where food was everything. It's how we create, how we connected, how we celebrated. Every gathering revolved around food, whether we were mourning and having hard times or whether it was a great family celebration. And it was always really flavorful, but it wasn't always nourishing. So when my husband and I decided to start a family, we realized that we wanted to add nutrition into the menu. So it really sent us on a whole new path. And following that calling, we dove into the world of home birthing, homeschooling, homesteading. We opened up organic restaurants. We ran our own local organic market. We lived on food forests. We did raw veganism, kitchen herbalist, like you name it, we tried it. You're catching my drift here. We were led by amazing mentors along the way that opened our eyes to the power of plants, and it all worked. Superfood, soil, like everything that we were learning was working. And with all that knowledge and experience, life still hit us hard. It was 2021 when we had a really devastating loss in our family, and we were in a deep state of grief. And all the experience that we had before was just put on the back burner, and we were living on a prayer. So we didn't have the energy or the mental capacity to do any kind of juicing or farming or any of the above. And that's when Purium came into our life. And I called it my basket of hope, but it was literally an answer to our prayers. And it was I call it was like a provision that was delivered just when we needed it. And 30 days on the program, my whole family of 12, we were living up in the mountains. We had just opened up our own organic market. We went from not wanting to wake up in the morning to dreaming and living life and playing out with our children again. And it almost was like that grief didn't even happen 30 days prior, which is really remarkable when you know the story. So, in a world that we live in with food deserts and nutrient depleted soils and overwhelm and confusion, um, to just be able to add water to something that arrives right at your door and your body can receive real living nutrients is just such a blessing. And it requires no fancy equipment. It requires no hours of juicing. Like I said, there's no stress. It's literally just grace in a box. So I'm so excited to bring it to you. So yeah, fast forward to now in my life, nutrition is no problem for us. We're living the way God intended us to. My mama heart is at rest because I know my kids are getting the absolute best. I now just focus on homeschooling, building amazing community around me, and being out in nature. So I certainly do not carry the heaviness that I once carried. So Purium isn't just superfoods, really, it's a provision. And I chat GBT'd and it said, this is manna for the modern wilderness. And I thought that was really fun too. So I definitely wanted to say it. So I don't know if any of you watching this today have been asking for prayers for help, this may be the answer. And you might not have known it was going to come in a box, but let me get into it just in case it is. So, this is a 90-day program. It comes in this cool box right at your door every month, which is really fun. It's not a diet, it's not a starvation plan. It's a very gentle way to get your health back on track and feel your best. So if you care about clean ingredients, eating organic like we do, then this is right up your alley. If you know nothing about organic food and eat fast food all day, this is right up your alley too. If everybody could just mute, if you don't mind. Thanks, guys. Um, because this is convenient. This is affordable and literally takes seconds to make. So whether you're a man, a woman, you're old, you're young, this is super basic and adaptable, and you're gonna love it. So let me share with you how it goes. So basically, you get 2 meal replacements a day. It covers your breakfast and your lunch, and you can snack as often as you like, and then make yourself a healthy dinner. So it saves you so much time and money. So who doesn't want that? In the box, you're going to get your biomedic. This biomedic is a prebiotic and a probiotic. So most of us know what that means, but what you may not know is that this is the only clinical solution for removing glyphosate out of your system. If you don't know what glyphosate is, it's the active ingredient in the herbicide Roundup, which is sprayed all over the planet, unfortunately, at this point. It's linked to cancer, infertility, autoimmune, autism, the list continues. You can't wash it off. You can't avoid it either. It's in our water, it's in the air we breathe, it's insidious. So that's the bad news. The good news is this is clinically proven to remove it from your body. This also lowers your CRP, and that is your C reactive proteins, and that's an inflammation marker in your body. And everybody that we know is dealing with inflammation in some shape, way, or form. So this product is super key to helping you have better gut support and for you to absorb your minerals properly. So that's Biomedic. Super Aminos 23. This is your protein. This is the only protein that's ever been in the physician's handbook. So that's a fun little piece of information. It's 99% absorbable in the body. So it helps you burn fat and build muscle. And the older we get, I'm 42 now, and I'm actually building more muscle than I had, 10 years ago, which is really fun. And we know muscle is so crucial to keeping our metabolism balanced. So this is my favorite product. It puts no pressure on your kidneys like other complex proteins do. When you take about 5 of them, it equals to 20 to 30 grams of protein. Again, it's highly absorbable and they're organic, non-soy legumes. So there's no byproduct left over and they don't stress your body. I feel like super mom on these. So most of you know that know me. And if you don't, this is my #1 mom product that I would say. And it's so fun to hear too from friends that we have that have one kidney or that are living on dialysis. They do wonderful with this as well. So really helpful piece to the puzzle. The next product that we have is the Power Shake. This is the flagship product of Purium. You literally add water, shake it up and go. It's delicious. I love chatting with friends and hearing them say like, I don't know what's in there, but I just wake up craving it. It's amazing. It's literally like sunshine in a glass. One serving of this shake is equivalent to 6 microgreen salads. And I actually have a microgreen farmer here on the call tonight. And I asked her personally, can you eat 6 microgreen salads for breakfast or lunch? And she couldn't. So I know that if she's not doing it, most of us aren't doing it. But now we can. You could just have one shake for breakfast and one for lunch, and you have topped all the nutrients that you could have in the day. So super fun, daily must have. They also give you this cool little blender that you can put, you can make your shake fancy, right? You can add banana, you can have frozen fruit, you can add non-dairy milks if you want. You literally like press the button twice. It's a USB charge. My kids absolutely love this thing. Super fun to carry around and make fun creations with if you don't want to just add it with water. My favorite way is to just add water and go. Super easy for me. And then before bed, you are going to do the apothecary. This is tart cherry juice. It's the highest source of naturally occurring melatonin of any product. And it's not synthetic melatonin that you would get from the drugstore or over the counter. This helps your body produce its own melatonin, which, by the way, all of Purium products are helping your body create its own. So instead of supplementing it from the outside and sourcing it in, everything that Purium has is helping your body create it for itself, which is going to create that long lasting regeneration that we're all looking for. So the tart cherry helps us get into deep restorative sleep, the kind of sleep where we're balancing hormones, where we're burning fat, where we're repairing, where you're waking up and you feel refreshed finally. You don't have to hit the snooze button 1,000 times because you actually feel good because you slept last night. Many people are not feeling that way. And I can't wait for you to try this and hear your results because it's a game changer. If you know, you know. All right, so that's the program. You're gonna love it. You do that for breakfast and lunch. You snack as often as you like. And when I say snack, I mean whole foods, right? Like watermelon that I have in the background there. It's summertime, so there's lots of options. Fruits, veggies, salads, right? Just think whole foods. Drive-through potato chips, processed food, not so much, right? We want to try to stay away from those things and just really give pure God's ingredients to our body when we're on these transformations. Then you're going to do your parasite cleanse. This is super gentle. It's going to help you knock the parasites out of your body, which, by the way, we all have. And once you get them out, the brain fog starts to lift. The sugar cravings start to lift. You start, the sluggishness that you once had starts to dissipate. This is wonderful. We actually, my whole family just finished our first round and we start our second round on July 1st and we feel great. It's just wonderful. We're doing it at least twice, if not 3 times a year, doing this parasite cleanse. And I couldn't be happier about it because to know what your body feels like sovereign from parasites is a game changer. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you would switch it out for the Praxel chlorella, which really helps your body build healthy blood cells and helps for healthy cell growth as well. My children actually love to take this as well. So you can take it anytime. It's really, really helpful for having good, healthy cells, which we all could use, right? So few questions that people usually ask. How long should I be on the program and how much does it cost? So we usually say about 90 days is going to be the window where you're going to start to see really positive results because we can all face it. None of us got into the state that we're in overnight and we're not going to get out of it overnight. We could be realistic here. So when you stick with it and you have consistency, then your body is going to start to see results. It's kind of like going to the gym. You go to the gym once, you're not expecting that toned body to show up and stay with you for the rest of your life. You have to keep going back to the gym, right? So this program is a similar way. But when you give yourself 90 days, you're really going to see some amazing results. I saw so many that I don't want to get off. So you're going to get this fun tracker sheet too. It comes with all kinds of information, all kinds of snack ideas. You're going to be able to track your days, your energy, so you can visually see the journey that you're on as well. So I highly recommend tracking the journey, especially in the beginning, just so you can get a sense of what is changing in your body. Because sometimes we forget the troubles that we were dealing with because we start to feel so good. So I'm excited to hear from people who have had the experience, the transformation on this call too. Let me share a few more things before that. After the 90 days, many people ask, what do we do? So you could go on what we call our maintenance program. The maintenance program is pretty much what I just explained, but it's one of those a day. So it's 1 shake and 1 round of supplements a day. It's wonderful. You'll feel great. But if you want to stay on the 2 shakes a day, like our family does, we can help you with that too. So I do it just out of convenience because I feel so good in my body. My kids don't ask me to eat meals every 5 seconds. We literally do our 2 shakes. I make dinner, have some fresh fruit out, and we go play. So it takes the stress off of the day and our bodies feel so good. So again, you can work with the person who invited you here that sets you up into Purium and they'll really help you customize what's going to be best for you. So how much does it cost is another question that we get. The whole pack that I just went over is $13 a day, actually less than $13 a day, which is really incredible. I mean, it's more affordable than going to McDonald's. And you're going to feel way better, trust me. The second month drops down $30 as well because it comes with parasite cleanse for 2 months in that first box. So keep that in mind. So it's even less, which is really wonderful and refreshing to know. The maintenance program that you could go on, that's the 1 meal replacement, is about $7 a day. So it's really nothing. It's pennies when it comes to our health. So whoever invited you to the call again can help you organize and set up whatever's going to work best for you. One of the other products that I wanted to make sure I mentioned on this call was the Aqua Vibrance. So I'm here in Southwest Florida. It's hurricane season, and we have to have emergency food on hand. So I have many of these boxes. We take it daily, so I have many of them opened, but I also have some that are full and ready to go because if there's a hurricane or any kind of catastrophe in the world, I could just throw these in my car. I need no refrigeration, and I just need water. So Aqua Vibrance is one of Purium's newer products. And I literally, if I'm in an emergency situation and I have to drink pond water, I can put this in the water in 24 hours. I can mix it up in my shake and be ready to go. Like that is a breath of fresh air to me. I feel so good knowing that this is in my arsenal, in my toolkit. And you could even put it on a plane. I'm about to go, we're going to California next month. This is coming on the plane. So all that airport water and hotel water, I'm going to be able to oxygenate it, remineralize it, and turn it into artesian water that my family deserves. So I think everybody should add this to your pack if you don't already have it. And again, you can ask the person who invited you here and they can make sure that you get all the details. There's over 100 or so products that Purium offers. So really, whatever your health concerns are, make sure that you find what is going to be best for you. So I'm so excited to hear who's already gotten started on this and to hear some testimonies. So if you want to start thinking about raising your hand here, it'd be really fun to hear from you. I do want to ask that we don't use the words cure, heal, reverse, anything like that. You know why. And I want to keep the testimonies to 30 seconds or less if we can, so we can allow enough time for people to share. So keep that in mind too. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and start with, let's see, who is ready? Amber, how fun.
Yeah, thank you, Nicole. Yeah, so I started my journey with the ULT 2 years ago, and I've stayed on it just like you and your family. And I've seen really great results of balancing my blood sugars and brain fog lifted, better lab results from my cholesterol, and being able to get deeper into the detox of just what's the word I'm looking for? Emotions, basically. So detoxing emotions as well. And since I've been on it, my children have joined in, and so has my husband. So this is a family affair as well.
I love that. It's so much fun doing it together. I think no matter where you are and where you are on this journey, if you've not started or you have started, doing it with other people is key. So stay close to the person who invited you because that's going to be your partner for sure. But getting your friends and family involved in this too is so transformational. And Amber, I had the blessing of being your friend and hearing your transformation on a regular and knowing that you were overcoming blood sugar and cholesterol and emotional status and just like being able to know as moms that we're giving our kids the best is so amazing. And you, as an amazing farmer and homesteader yourself, incorporating this into your diet too, it's got to be make all those amazing homeschooling, homesteading lifestyle easier for you too, right? Mm-hmm.
Definitely very easy. Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome. Bob, we'd love to hear your voice.
That must be okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Just trying to find a place where it's not windy. Anyway, yeah, I started my first ULT about 3 years ago and felt results almost immediately. And I don't know, I haven't really been off of it except for a couple times this year. It was like, oh, I'm feeling depressed. And guess what? You feel more depressed when you start doing that. Anyway, gained some weight, but now it's almost back to normal. And that's the good thing about it. I knew that even if I eat something that's not quite right for me. That taking my biomedic and getting back on the shake the next morning, I'm back and get so much energy. I mean, I'm here taking care of this large ranch and doing brush cutting and stuff today and cutting down trees. And it's like, I don't know. I got up at 5. I'm still going. Anyway, I really like it. And I recommend, I hadn't listened to it in quite a while, but Dave Sandoval's book, The Toxin That Came to Dinner, I listened to that while driving up here. And it was like, oh, yeah, all those great facts. And it just motivates me to help more people who are in challenge with major health problems. And more important, at my age, about 75, and you know, every time one of my friends dies, it's like, man, I wish they would have tried the ULT. Who knows? They might have still been around. So that's where I'm at.
I love that, Bob. Yeah, it's so fun to see you glowing and showing up on social media and coming out of your comfort zone and just, yeah, showing the world what's possible, right? I mean, so many of us could live a good lifestyle at home, but to be able to like come out and show the world what is possible is really next level, Bob. And you've been such a good mentor and inspiration for doing just that. So yes, and I couldn't agree more with you. And getting it into the hands before people are already gone. You know, I my father passed away in 2013, and we had him on a raw vegan lifestyle, and he was able to, right before his death, and he was able to get off all of his medication, and he was doing really well from kidney and liver failure. And as soon as we left, he couldn't sustain the lifestyle, and we didn't know about Purium then. And I always think, like, what if I would have been able to pass that? And it's not that Purium wasn't around. This company is 30 years old. So we are in it, and it has been here, and it is strong and steady. So thanks for sharing, Bob.
You're welcome.
Yay, Allison and company.
Hi there. Great job, Nicole. And love this call. I just love I love how you talked about aqua vibrance, the water product being a survival tool. Yes, totally. Like this food, not only is it shelf stable, you know, for a long period of time, the reality is I love the hemp and bamboo compostable packaging. So it's not only the efficacy of the foods for the individual or the family. For me, I'm really in love with the mission, like the big picture, the long game, how expansive this is. So we have a bunch of kids over here right now running around in the background, and we were all just throwing our food scraps into our compost. Um, and the you know, this was all new to me. I didn't really know about regenerative agriculture before meeting people in this community and finding this food. And so if you think about it in a very simple way, that when you take nutrition out of the soil, when you're taking food out of the soil, what are we returning back to the earth? And so I love that this is a very innovative, efficient, and, you know, modernized way to return to ancient farming practices to support people who are doing that not only for each other, for communities, but for the planet at large. So those are some really big key points of why this is so much more than food. It's big picture. It's, you know, who are we leaving? How are we leaving the planet for, you know, future generations? What's the legacy we're leaving behind ourselves? So thank you so much for a great talk today.
Yeah, love that. Love your share, Allison. And yes, for the children. That is my why all the time. And what she's talking about too is these bags are hemp and bamboo. Purium's founder created these bags, and they're the only non-compostable home compostable non-GMO packaging that I know of on the market. You literally can cut this bag up, put it right into your home compost, and your soil is going to test more mineral rich than it did before. So it's actually creating more minerals in our soil, which down here in Southwest Florida, we're living on sand. So we could use any amount of soil that we have And it said that 99% of the soil in America is depleted of nutrients. So anytime we can give back is an A plus, right, for those kiddos. In the, it's like we plant a tree now, we don't get the fruit, right? But our children will. So it's really important work. So thanks for bringing that up, Allison. Yeah, Jordan, would you like to share? That's okay if not too. So yeah, so fun. It's so fun to hear testimonies. It's so fun to hear people's perspectives, right? Like we never know, or you think you know, but then when you hear somebody share, you can open your eyes to another piece of the puzzle that you might not have thought about. And that's what I love about it. I love hearing testimonies of people, having felt hopeless and then now having solutions. Or, I know that was my story, and Mary Beth was actually the one who brought this into my life. And I'm forever grateful for that shift, because she was bold enough to answer a prayer. She felt the call and she delivered the message. So if you feel like this could be an answer to someone's prayer that didn't make the call today, feel free to use this recording and send it out to them, because you just never know how deep it's going to go for them, what this means for someone during a troubled time. So for the sake of recording, I am going to end this so we can keep it to 30 minutes or less. And I'm really proud that we did. But I just want to remind everyone to get back to the person who invited you, because that's how you're going to find out the most. I also want to say that right after this call, we have our Million Mom Movement call, which is a nonprofit part of Pure Yum, where we are helping 1 million families come into health. And the call this week is going to be, it's called, oh shoot, I had it down, but going from parties to power shakes, party plates to power shakes. Yes, so cute. It was such a fun name. And so the whole idea is, how do we live health oriented? How do we take our superfoods into social events, right? How do we maintain our healthy standards when we're out in the world? And so I think it's going to be a really fun call full of creative ideas. So if that interests you, let us know. Maybe somebody can put that in the link, and that would be really fun. And just a reminder, we do this every Thursday. It's just a great check-in. It's a great opportunity to bring someone to this call if you feel like it could serve them. And yeah, an opportunity for you to share your testimony and hear others. So I hope to see you all next week. And aloha. We'll go ahead and stop, which is me doing that. Here, bless me. Mary Beth, I may need your help. Or did I do it so I have to stop it?